Hi everyone, welcome to my show, From Stuck to Unstoppable, how divorce can be the catalyst for the most extraordinary chapter in your life. Learn how 21 mindset experts can help you shift, thrive, and create the life of your dreams. Now, this is not limited only to women who are experiencing divorce or separation. This is for any woman who is finding themselves in a transition in their life, whether it be an empty nesting or career shift or navigating parts of their career that they hadn't anticipated, relationships. Gosh, there's a myriad of things that one could be in transition with. It could simply be that you've woken up one morning and realized that this is not exactly the life that you had in mind. That's very real, and I feel like that's happening a lot these days. So this show and summit is for you. I have curated a handful of wonderful mindset specialists, casting a wide net of expertise from health, wealth, marriage, divorce, relationships, financial, grief, all sorts of things that will help you navigate your way into living the best version of yourself in your life. So stay tuned as we trickle out 21 experts over the next 21 days to help inspire and empower and help you realize that everything you need is exactly inside of you where it's always been. So join me on this little adventure, and I look forward to seeing you. Thanks so much. Welcome back to the show, From Stuck to Unstoppable. I'm your host, Christina Price, and today I am with one of my favorite human beings in the whole world, Sarah Riordan, who is part of a partnership coaching called Sarah and Elizabeth Coaching. And she has a passion for personal growth, and they center their work around heart-centered transformation for women specifically. And I'm going to turn the floor over to her and let her introduce herself and give us a little backstory as to how she found herself in this work and where she is right now, and the different ways that her specific coaching program helps women who are in transition really make an amazing transformation. Take it away, Sarah.
All right. And I'll let you interrupt me at any point if you want a clarification. But bottom line, ladies, I really have been a student of personal growth as long as I can remember. I've always had huge visions. I've always wanted to help others to make a difference. And I've done a lot of things. I'm super creative, and to non-creative people, it might have appeared that I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And so I really did live a life of jumping around from epiphany to epiphany and the next exciting project. But I never put my stake in the ground, really. I'd have an insight about something or about the world. And it wasn't until Claire's program, which is where I was trained at the Institute for Coaching and Leadership and Training, women-centered coaching, that I really, like, everything changed, bottom line for me. For the first time in my life, I was actually able to see a path towards achieving and fulfilling those sort of hidden sparks that were like, I'd feel them, but they'd jump in and out, and I wasn't able to really gain any headway. I guess that's what I said. I'm a jack of all trades. Like, maybe someone would call me a Renaissance woman. Like, you name it, I've done it, and I've invested myself and my time. But I just was like, oh, there's something more. There's something more. And so I jumped into this course because I really felt the possibility to bring my gifts, my creativity, my ability to really listen and to hear. I saw a way that I actually could move into something exciting. Bottom line is, I came out of the coursework really clear with something concrete that I could grab onto, that I could move into. And as a result, I found myself in this world of coaching. And what's so cool is because of my creative sensibilities and history, like I've already seen with my partner, Sarah and Elizabeth Coaching, we're both creatives. And although we are offering coaching and coaching programs and retreats and all of the above, we see it really growing and expanding to meet women's needs as it comes down the pike. And the most integral part of all the lessons and learning with all the discoveries and all the personal growth, it was always someone else's package, someone else's experience. And what I was able to learn, and now we're imparting on others, is that it actually comes from myself. We have it all, it's in us, and how to access it on a day-to-day basis to grow it and to really live your best life. So that's what that's all about. That's my story.
And I love that, if I remember correctly, you got into this coursework for yourself. It
Yeah.
started out as a journey into like personal growth and reflection and how can I light my own path, but for myself. Like you didn't
Like everything else, it
you
was a
didn't step
personal
into it
journey.
being, this is where I'm going. You're like, I just need some
Yeah.
help along the way. And then out of it came this amazing partnership and collaboration and insight into, oh my gosh, this is what I need to do. And now I get to walk the walk with all these
Yeah.
other women.
Yeah.
And what I'm super excited about, which I think we should delve into a little bit more, is the aspect of your really unique retreats. Because aside from this amazing coursework in terms of being able to lead women hand in hand through this process of self-discovery and self-actualization and really realizing that all the things are already inside of us, whether they're buried down or whether they just haven't been discovered yet. You offer this really unique experience in group setting. And I just want to talk a little bit more about that because we haven't talked about that yet in my whole show. And it's just a really unique, exciting opportunity that I think could be a launch pad for little networks of little pockets and pods of family or friends or however you want to devise it. But
Yeah, and that's the neat thing that came out of the work, but also moving into the business and just really listening to what women need and what they were craving. And who doesn't want to be with their favorite people through life, right? Like we want to be surrounded by those we trust, that love us, that know us. And this journey, in terms of really digging through, getting unstuck, and discovering your purpose, how to bring forward your gifts, it can be really fun, exciting, expansive in a way that you would want your favorite people around you to experience that together and to have an opportunity, yeah, to really up level together. You've got your friends, you do all these great things, but
right.
you're always, oh, we could do more together. We're so smart and we're so bright and we have these businesses, but what else? There's something more. And when women are in transition or they desire something deeper, this work is really important because we provide a formula essentially in a
Mhm.
fun way to achieve that. So what we've done is we really specialize in women-centered coaching, but also retreat programs that allow women to not only get some great skills and be like, for instance, like our retreats in November are in Sicily. So who doesn't want to be in Sicily? I mean, the environment and the space and the tranquility and the food alone, the sun,
Just a change of
just to get away
pace,
and to shut
venue.
it
Yeah.
down. But yeah, who doesn't want to have that kind of fun? But you also want to come home and have it continue and feel like it wasn't a faded memory. And that's what happens so often when people go on retreats. They get home and they're like, oh gosh, I'm right back in the thick of it. And I don't know how to hold on to that. And that's part of what we do. So we set people up before the retreat. The retreat is really the place to like hone in and dig deep and make some really good headway. But then on the back end, it's coming out and us teaching you how to be a mastermind, how to work together, and how to have a structure that's actually going to allow for this to keep on rolling and become what you desire. So it's not just leaving it in Italy.
And so
Um,
it's curated for each group, or is it like a
yeah,
set
we
thing, or how
yeah,
does
we
that work?
customize it. So we have programs that we suggest and we recommend that will facilitate this results-based experience, but we customize it. For example, we're working with a woman right now, and she wants to do a 7-week review course of the material ahead of time
Okay,
and identify what they're going to work on. Then it's a 6-night retreat in
okay,
Italy, and then they're going to come out and do some review at the end. But we're also putting together masterminds for women who want to do a 9-month program, with the
right.
retreat being at the front end of it.
So you would go, you would get to experience all together this, like all these different sort of exercises and practice, along with amazing food and amazing
Right.
touring,
Wine,
wine, and all the things.
all
And
the things.
and so it's like the catalyst. And then when everybody comes home, you continue to meet
Hmm.
virtually, because a lot of
Yeah,
times that's
yeah,
how we did it,
yeah,
virtually in groups and pods, and then
yeah,
continue to roll out the coursework for however long
yeah.
you set up
And the
the.
main thing is we really teach how to be in that highly functioning mastermind kind of group, because as we know, we've all been in groups where someone takes all the air out of the room, or someone, it's all about them, and someone feels like they're not heard. And we're
Yeah,
able to create an environment, a container, so that everyone is on equal footing, lifting up and raising up together. So it's very unique. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sounds, I'm
Yeah.
in.
I'll meet you there.
Sign me up.
Bella, yeah.
But I do really like the idea of, because obviously there's so many different ways to go about retreats or vacations, or some are really a lot of like individual traveling, right? You join a group of unknowns, and that has its pros and cons for sure.
Yep.
And it's in its own little adventure, but I've yet to come across one where you can select all your people and curate the material to work around potentially like what your goals are as a group. So
Yeah, and that's the thing.
like
It could
that.
actually be a group thing, or it could be individuals together, like all the besties together doing their own thing and cheering each other on.
Yeah.
It runs the gamut. But the truth is, women like to share things that are important and are working or resonate with them, or this is what you're doing right
Yeah.
now, Christina, is you're sharing all the best for women to grow and to develop and find their way. And so who doesn't want like their besties to experience something like that they've heard about
Yeah.
as something that's unique and new out there? Wow, I could go and have this growth experience and have fun with my girlfriends versus
Sure.
going doing their own
Sure.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does, I feel like, give, what's the word I'm looking for? Not allowance. It's
Permission.
yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Permission to have a vacation as well as like this personal growth opportunity. It's just like a really nice package
Yeah.
to offer yourself and to present to your friends. What would you say, what has been your best, you've just, I just love your journey and I've been a part of it. And so it's just so wonderful to see you where you are now. And the program that you guys offer is really unique. And I'm just curious, what are your favorite couple things, like nuggets that have really transformed your mindset in how you now like view the world? What has been just your biggest breakthrough? That's put you on the spot.
Gosh, I don't, yeah, it's hard if I can say like biggest breakthrough because there's been so many moments, but to be sitting on this side of a confidence, like I always considered myself a confident person, but up here to be like confident on a level where I know that I can access the support of myself and of a greater intelligence and a community where there's true reciprocity versus scarcity or shame, to know that actually is available to me every day is incredibly empowering. And that's something I have learned through this coursework. And that, yeah, like we really can do whatever we want, but it's just a matter of slowing down and really listening and creating a structure and a plan that's not from here,
Mhm. Yeah.
internal.
Mhm.
And I've been a meditator for 40 years, and you would say most of the world is running and running and running and not listening. And to be able to access on a regular basis the listening, but apply it to the crazy world is really empowering. And that's where I had a big breakthrough, I would say, because I was very happy to just isolate and separate and be in my little meditation on my pad
Yep.
and not have to deal. And now I just have a different level of approach, confidence, and yeah, really an assurance that like it's all good. Like
Yeah,
it's
I feel like
possible.
your relationship with that has really changed.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's cool because now, to be able to bring, like, we all have our own personal gifts. And so many people are like, oh, what do I have to do? And how am I going to do it? And how can I figure it out? And to be able to, without difficulty, connect to that, because we all have it. It's not like some people have it and some
Wow.
people
Yeah.
don't. We all have it. So to learn how to connect to it and then go work from there and grow from there and yeah, operate from there is really empowering. And it just, yeah, it makes all the difference in one's life, I would
Yes.
say, for sure. And you know that
I know
because
that
I've done that.
100%.
Yeah.
That's been a major shift. And it's like the old adage, leap and the net will appear kind of thing, which
Yeah, and
is
it doesn't work from here.
so much easier said than done. Exactly. Like it's just not something you can think your way through. And the container that you provide in the framework creates a space where you can practice that.
Yeah.
And it is all about practice. It's never, I know we all really, we wish and hope that it's just like a one and done. There's a magic bullet, there's a magic pill, there's a magic, and that's not how life is. It's not linear, and it takes working the same, dropping down and working these practices so that it becomes more second nature. And then the leaping doesn't become so scary. The
Mhm.
trusting becomes so much more automatic. Nope, nope. It's gonna sort itself. It's all, what is the mantra? It's the universe is coming together behind my mission. That's not it, but
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
what Claire says, or
Oh,
is organizing.
yes, and so it is, and so it shall be. Oh, are the universe is organizing around my success? Yeah.
Yes, that's real.
Yeah. No, it is.
But it takes a minute to feel that and believe it. It takes it from going to here.
Yeah.
It's such good
Well,
work.
and it's just,
Good
it's
work.
so interesting. Like, nothing against like books and speakers and all the things. And
Right, yeah.
someone might think, which is very typical when clients come to us, like it's hopeless. Like I have this thing and I can't move the needle on it. I've tried this and I've tried that, and I've tried this and I've tried that. And I was that person, right? I had read every book, gone to every conference, like listened to every guru. I had done it all and I still had that feeling like I'm not going to be able to push through this one thing that's gnawing at me. For me, it was specifically like the big ideas, how to bring them forward. And so yeah, it's like these books and these all these things, they're really a distraction. I know there's a lot of good ones out there. I'm not bashing them, but
No,
they're not
it's not the books
really where you're
themselves.
gonna get
That's right. It's how you're
like,
using them. It's an avoidance
yeah.
tactic.
And the fact is those people had that experience in order to
Yep,
get
yep.
to that, but
Mm.
you can't breathe that in and have it work for you.
Right.
That's their thing. So
Right.
it's an inspiration, but we're about
Absolutely.
inspiration and actionable steps that lead to results. That's the difference.
Right.
That's the big difference of what we're doing.
Right.
It's a couple more steps so that actually you have a shift in your life.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. And then tools to maintain because there is always backslide. That's just that's
Yeah.
you take this many years to create patterns. It's going to take right. It's going to take
Yeah.
some practice, but
But fun. It's fun.
it's super fun. It's empowering. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
wonderful. I'm making my whole life about it. Terrific.
Yay. See you in Italy.
See you in Italy. Well, that's a perfect note to wrap it up on. I really do look forward to seeing you in Italy. And this has just been wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all of your wisdom and encouragement. And hopefully this will have landed with some people, some women to inspire them to take a clarity, consultation call and work with the two of you because you are, I know firsthand, amazing and wonderful and transformational. So thank you for joining me and I'll see you soon.
Oh, thanks for having me. I wish Elizabeth was here today, but she's off in Copenhagen. So what can I say?
Make it all
We
work.
love her.
Yeah, no. All right. Well,
Yeah, to all the women out there listening, whatever resonates with you over this wonderful series that Christina is putting out there, just wishing you so much possibility, really. We're excited.
we're excited. We're excited. Okay, great. I will talk to you soon and thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay.
Right.